Hello, thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Doc is In. Um, today's Ooh, okay, so today's episode I'm gonna call Darwinian Consequences. Okay, so Darwin's theory of evolution basically said survival of the fittest. It said that the strongest survive, and if a lot of people end up going because of a reason, it's kind of thinning the herd. Um, I'm not a big Darwin fan, but I do every so often see instances of Darwinian consequences that make me say, wow, this was one of those moments where I just don't know what to say. So, you know, again, YouTube doesn't want you to call out the name of the pandemic that's going around, but um, there's one going around, as I'm sure we all know. Cardi B told us about it a few times. And the oddness about it is just that during this time, you see some people who are taking it very seriously and doing their best to avoid catching it. You're seeing people having genuine concern for those who are more susceptible to it. And unfortunately, at the same time, you have people who, I don't know if they're thinking it's a joke or if they're aiming for attention. I just don't know. But there's a gentleman, I believe he was on TikTok, who chose to lick a toilet bowl and presumably hoped to start a challenge. My question about that is, were you licking toilet bowls before this happened? Because if so, that wasn't good either. There's a lot of things that you can put your mouth on. I've just never known somebody to want to lick a toilet bowl. I mean, when we're talking about Darwinian consequences, and I feel like this is an example of Darwinian consequences that goes beyond anything that anyone could have dreamt up. He licked a toilet bowl, called it a challenge, and then a few days later posted that he was hospitalized with, the virus. You know, Human compassion says you don't want to see anybody sick. But if I can be honest and just be authentic about my feelings and my truth, who didn't think this was gonna happen? This is totally a you did your best to bring this on yourself kind of situation. It's unfortunate. Never want to see anyone sick. Never want to see anyone in pain or hurting. But really, you licked a toilet bowl? Dear viewers, if I can borrow a phrase from Iyanla, beloved, um, don't do that. Um, every challenge does not need to be replicated. Every, you know, every hashtag does not need to be used. Every toilet bowl does not need to be licked. That's just nasty. I'm sorry, but it is. It's nasty. You know, when this virus initially started, the one thing that they said was wash your hands, do all the stuff that you were taught to do to keep yourself safe from sickness from 2, 3 years old, if not sooner. But when we start doing things like licking toilet bowls, licking handrails, come on, this is just gross. The other one, when people are like licking their hand and touching stuff, or intentionally going in and coughing at people, that's not cool. Like, that's not cool. It's unnecessary, and it's just, we can do better. I really, in my heart, feel that we can do better as a people than licking toilet bowls. I don't know, but anyway, I just wanted to make that known. Darwinian consequences still exist. Please keep yourselves safe. Working in a hospital, man, every day we see some of the most amazing doctors and nurses and staff, and I mean that for everyone who has to be in the hospital, for everyone who cannot telework and has to be in that hospital. I see some everyday heroes who are going in there fearlessly and doing their best to take care of everyone who comes through the door. So to have someone lick a toilet bowl in jest and then come back and say that they have something, it really makes you wonder, like, hey man, were you just trying to get it? I don't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna bother to post a link to this because hopefully you don't want to see it. I'll show you the headline, but I won't post anything else about this. It's just gross, to be quite honest, and it's kind of sad how far people will go for a little bit of attention. Again, folks, stay safe, please. Do your part. Um, the more that you can be inside, do that. I get it. Don't go stir crazy. Go outside if you need to, but keep the social distancing thing, as much as possible, and just take care of yourself. Love yourself. Love someone else. We're all gonna do the best that we can do to make the best out of this situation. It's not what you're looking at, it's what you see that matters. See this as an opportunity and not a punishment. All right? Love yourselves, love someone else. We'll all be better for it.